Good morning. Good morning, number one. Good morning. Just getting started. Shugo's my best friend. Good morning, 1 2. Hope everybody's doing well today. Ooh, look at here. I got a tie wrap. No, just kidding. I know. Do you need a hand? You need a hand, don't you? No, just kidding. Just getting started. One thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you for the one thumbs up. That's what it looks like now. From this point on, it's going to be built with stuff that I have sitting around. I'm going to put, I do have windshield wipers coming for it, mirrors, and rock lights. I'm going to build my own set. I got enough kits around here out in the garage and that I'm going to build my own rock lights. I'm going to put rock lights on it. Then it has a secret feature. I don't know. I probably talked about it, but it would go like this. The body's just sitting on there because I'm still waiting on body mounts. There you go. It has lights. It has running lights and tail lights. So it has headlights and taillights as well. Yeah, so get body magnetic body mounts. They're not here yet. Right where those inner fenders there, they taper. The rock lights will get mounted. You can see the wiring in there. It just kind of, I got to try to neaten it up somehow. I may have to lengthen the wires. I haven't decided how to do it yet, but this runs a 5800 kV brushless motor in it. So if you want to go scale, it'd be like Bronco with an 800 horse motor. So, yep. I decided on a Bronco because I'm old school. I like to have old school looking stuff, so that's why I built it with a Bronco body. And plus, I didn't like none of the pickup bodies are out. My winch right now is a functioning winch, but the circuit board is bad in it, and that controls it, and it's like $20, or do I put 30 with it, and little less than 30, and just get um, a controller that has a winch control built into it, and I won't need that board. So I'm debating on that. Red Cat Gen 7, been totally redone though. It's got different differentials. It's got hardened diffs in it, different four-link bars, different steering servo, hardened CVD axles in the front, hardened axles in the rear, um, stock Red Cat shocks for the time, inner fender wells in it. Yeah, inner fender wells. It didn't have before or installed in it. I actually tilted the shocks back, and the rear ones I put them forward. Yeah, so it started its life as a Red Cat. Still Red Cat axles, just that um, internally they've been changed out. So yeah, I have a bunch of Broncos crawlers. There's one. There's one. Big one. There's my 41 Willie sitting behind it, 6 scale. There's my TRX4 Sport. Then I have, sitting in a closet, I have a Little Willie's Jeep and a uh, Tamiya high lifter. Yeah. I'm going to build the rest of this from parts I have around here. Um, I have LED light kits and stuff, so in the garage, I'm going to go through them, and I'm gonna put rock lights on it. I got these sets here, 2 different size ones. Then I'll figure what'll work best for me for light kits. Then I'll drill the fender wells, and I'll install lights, and I'll put light kit in it. Um, yeah, yeah. I went with all silver wheels because they had silver bars underneath it. I just like to custom build them. I don't really beat on them as much. This has a 5800 kV brushless motor in it. I haven't even driven it yet because I'm waiting on body mounts and stuff. But just powering it up on the bench here on my desk and hitting the throttle, it's nuts. So yep. But it's built as a trail truck too. So I don't know how that's going to work. May have turned the throttle expo down to run it, but you know, but I can do with them. So it's running a 2S LiPo, so it's running for a battery as a 2S. So one of these actually is Z. They're actually pretty good for the money. They work well, pretty reliable. Yep. Got another winch sitting here. But this winch here, it looks good, but it isn't as powerful. So, but yeah, it's got a full light kit. Well, not a full, but it's got a light kit in it. Inner fenders, which they don't come with. I changed the bars, put high ground clearance bars on it, stuff like that. So these are like a Michigan or a Proline. I can't remember the model Proline tire they're copied after, modeled after, but they actually do work pretty good. to work good. I put a different steering servo in it, a fast servo and a strong one. It's fast and strong. So aluminum steering servo horn, all stainless steel linkage in the front. It's got aluminum spindles in it because the plastic ones were just junk. They were terrible. So 20 weight oil, stock shocks yet. First thing I do is I pull the shocks off them and dump the oil out and put 20 weight in them. You don't need to run heavy weight oil in shocks on these. It's a waste. It's a waste. You want them to work. You know, you want them to. Oops, sorry about that, guy. You want them to be able to go like this. You know. You want them to be able to work. And if you put heavy weight oil in there, like now you take your hand off the wheel, see how it comes down. You kind of want that. So it doesn't, shoot down like it's oversprung. It comes down where it needs to be. So. Hey, Dougie, what's happening? I'm thinking just window tint. Just tinting all the windows and call it. Yeah, Dougie, turn the light off. It makes it better. I still haven't got my body mounts. Ready for this, Dougie? We got headlights and we got tail lights. Yeah, people don't realize what's involved hello, DJ, what's involved in putting light kits on one of these, because you do anything backwards. You paint the body from the inside, but you also got to tape up stuff. It's brand new. I just built in it. The body's just sitting on it. Yeah, we just painted a day or so ago. I'm still working on it. The body's waiting on body. I'm waiting on magnetic body mounts for it. So it's brand new. I just got the light kits in it installed yesterday. So it's got working lights in it and stuff. Yep. But all my trucks I keep clean. That one there is 5-6 years old, and I rebuilt it. Yeah. I figured it would look good black. Black with a silver, and then all the silver underneath there, because it's got stainless steel dry shafts in it and everything too. I didn't point that out. But 5800 kV brushless motor system in it. Yep. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. You're awesome. So YouTube is pushing my live streams out now. That's why I've been doing them this time of day. Seems like they push them out. So, yep. It's got a few boogers, but nothing right there. You see a little bit of hazing, but if I don't point it out, people won't see it, right? Down the line, I'm probably going to order another one of these bodies and do the same thing to it so I can change them out every now and then. But yeah, it's got aluminum beadlock rims, Took me 40 minutes to build these wheels just to put them on the flipping tires because every one of them little dinky screws there I had to install. And you do that times 4 wheels. You talk about trying your patience. There you go. And they're small screws too. So I had to install the bigger ones in the center too that holds the hub on. So guys don't realize that. They got a center nut, but if you want to look scale, you just pull the 5 on the outside off, and the wheel looks it's just like a regular wheel, standard car wheel. So yeah, you just pull all them bolts off the outside, and there you got a spindle sitting there. Yeah, yeah, 5800. That's right. Let's see here. If I can get up in here. Right there, you can see the purple of it. Right there, through the grate. You can see the purple of the motor. Right there it is. There it is. Yep, it's got a 5800 kV brushless 2S. It's be the first truck I ever deliberately put redoing that's going to have a brushless in it. And I just thought, well, this cool body on it, it should have a brushless. So, yep. Yeah, right now the wiring in there is just kind of, that's why I'm thinking about just covering the windows up, because I was going to put an interior in it, but there's just so much going on underneath there that it just won't work. So I'll order some window tint paint, and I'll just paint the windows. I'll tint the windows dark, so it'll be all blacked out. Yeah, and it has a fair amount of flex to it too. I haven't really fully flexed it with this body, but there you go. There's 3 inches of flex. The wheel just starting to hit. Yep. You can see the suspension underneath it, the butt linkages, drive shafts. No, this got a Novak in it. I'm old school. I have like 6 of these, so I had them sitting out in the garage, and I put them in there. No, this got a Novak in it, and I've ran these brushless when I used to race sedan cars in a brushless class. So there's the ESC for it, and I just I had them, and I just thought rather than buy new ones, I just use it. So. And that's a Novak. It's a SS 5800 is what they call it. It's just nuts. No, this motor's probably 12 years old. Yeah. It's right there it is. You can see it right through there. It's a censored motor. Yeah, right there it is. The speed control's right above it. No, I'm building this with what I got basically. I'm gonna put rock lights on it, and I got these mounts that I'm gonna mount into the fender wells, and then I'm going to make harnesses up. I'll make harnesses up for it, and then I'll have rock lights as well. I do have common mirrors and windshield wipers for it. So I almost ordered. They had a partial roof rack. It had lights in it. That would have been just this much of the all across, something like that. And it had those hill lights in it. I almost did it, but I decided I'm gonna wait. now I'm going to try to build this as a budget. I'm going to put stuff in it as I can do it, rather than just go out and spend all kinds of money. So, yep, I got the channel making more for me than it is right now to be able to do that. Once it get up there, then I can, I will do more. I don't know. I spent like over $2,000 this year on RC stuff, so got to slow down and just start using the stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I like doing it because it gives content for my channel, but the problem is too, you know, get down to the bottom end there and the money, and so. I'm getting close though with YouTube, so I my channel is a monetized channel, but that's what they call partially monetized. In other words, I can have join button, I can do super chats, stuff like that, but I don't get ad revenue from ads being run on there. So I do have channel sponsors, but what they do is they typically they send me products to do reviews and on and stuff like that. So it's like it's product. And I can't sell the stuff. So if I don't use it, I give it away. So, but yeah. Uh, no, these aren't RC four-wheel drives. They're actually they come off this truck. These were the stock wheels off it. They're Proline makes equivalent to them. I don't know what they're called, but I tell you what, they work good. I figured this would be a good tire, like a snow tire, and that. I know they work good in sand. So I ran these on another truck, and when you nail a throttle, they would just throw sand all over the place. So, yep, yeah. Yeah, right. So right now, I got magnetic mounts coming, windshield wipers. I ordered mirrors from RC four-wheel drive that are kind of rubbery, so if it does lay on its side, won't tear them off. The wipers I got coming are pretty cool. They're metal, and they look pretty scale, so they weren't that expensive either. So windshield wipers I got coming for it, and that's about it. Because the biggest part of this truck's already been done. I did the bottom end, the drivetrain, and all that. Yeah, they could be iron rocks. I know they work good. See, I don't have a lot of rocks where I'm at. I have a lot of sand, and I have little rounded ones. I'm from Michigan, so we had glaciers here. We didn't have the big mountain ranges, so but these seem to work pretty good. I mean, this truck is actually kind of light. Uh, it's more. I would say from here to the front is where all the weight is, because the battery sits in the front, so you got a pound of weight in the front, right about in here. But the back, there's no weight, so a lot of the weight's in the front. So this truck actually's got a fair amount of forward weight. If you was to, want to go try to rock crawl it or whatever. Because the battery sits just behind the inner fender in there. It's where the battery sits at. So it sets to the front. So I think at one time I was experimenting, and I took an extra battery, one of these, and I, I put it in the back end of it when it was in the other form, and it it seemed to work okay, but waste of sitting just having a battery, the waste of a battery having to sit back there not being used. So it was an old battery, but still. Exactly. Um, well, from basically right here. No, no, the tires aren't weighted, just the weight of the aluminum themselves. Basically, from this point here up here is where a lot of the weight is. Is where you get a lot of the weight at. Uh, in the back, it's not as heavy. But then when the weather gets decent, I think out in the garage, I got to figure some way. I got some rock sliders sitting. I got to dig around for them and figure some way mountain rock sliders on it because this one here, unfortunately, it's a BEC chassis. It says right there, BPC or something like that. You can see it right there. And the way that the four link bars hook into it and everything else, nobody really has a rock slider like I run on the Blazer or this one down here has. So, um, yeah, so I have to make something. Good morning, Rick. Good morning. Yeah, I know this thing climbs a sand hill. I got it. One of my runs for my, I've done videos on. I've done it with this one in stock form, with the other body and on it and that. And these tires work good climbing that sand hill. It's a good 100 feet, and they work good. And they work good. Yeah, we're starting to get some good people in here, Rick. Uh, I know it's too cold. Obviously, I'm waiting on parts for this one, but it's like 18 degrees, 17 degrees outside, and I'm not. I like to run my cars, and I would run that one for snow wheeling, but it is too flipping cold. I went out and plowed snow yesterday, and my freaking hands hurt. It was so cold, and I had gloves on. So, yeah, we've been pretty much staying in the house. So that's why you haven't seen no videos come out. I do have some old stuff that I can re-edit and make something out of, and I may do that because I haven't done the best of like 2024 yet or anything like that. So I could do that, but it's just been so flipping cold, and I know I get watch hours as well as doing the live stream. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll run some live streams. So that's what I've been doing. About all you can do, you know. Yeah, I smoked up here. Well, I just seen a guy. He has a Traxxas. It's got the body style I want, and it's a Traxxas High Trail pickup, but it's the old like '79 Ford pickup, and that's the body style I kind of like because my dad had one. I think down the line, I don't know. Might be one sitting here. Hello, Colin. How are you? This has stock axles. This is a red cat, so these are stock. Just I went through them and put the stronger differentials in it, and I put better CVD axles that they offer in the front, and I put stronger axles in the back as well. So, cause so they don't break on it, because it is running a brushless. Um, but the axle housings are all red cat. So that one down there's got Endura all metal axles in it. So that one there that runs. Yeah. So this is it. Just got little. You don't want necessarily hardened axles. You want axles that twist a little bit. So if that makes sense. So the original differentials in here, they had a really nice ring gear, but they had a plastic. The other half was plastic. Well, what they were doing is that plastic was spinning, was hogging out. Then your axle would not drive on one side. So I found all billet. The ring gears are the same, but I found billet differential housings, and they're stronger. Then I put them on it and got wet away from that plastic that's inside. That's the problem with these red cats. The differentials are, they lock the axles, and the the one part of it is plastic, and that's a weak spot. So that's the first thing you want to do is change out differentials. And it had dog bones originally, and it's got CVDs in it now. So, yep. Oh, I got trucks all over the place. I got one sitting there. Got one sitting there. One over there. One over there. One over there. One up there. I got two in a closet in this room. And I got another closet with has more trucks in it. So I got a lot of them. That one there is all custom built. That's got. Well, let's switch it out. Let me get this one out of the way for a few. Because a lot of people like this truck. I'll get it up here. Here you go. Let's check her over. There she goes. Yeah, she's working. There. This is the truck a lot of people like. There you go. You may want to check and see them. Somebody might even have them out. You know. This has got all metal axles. They're Endura, from Endura, front and rear. It's got a lot of flex. It has a lot more flex than the Bronco does. There you go. Internally sprung shocks. You can see the axles in there. You can see the axles in there. It's got stainless steel drive shafts and stuff. 2-speed transmission, working lights like the Bronco does, working winch. These lights work. It's got tail lights. This is not brushless. This has a brushed 21 turn motor in it. So there's certain things I like just to leave brushes. Oh yeah, yeah. So I have that. Then that one. So I have a few trucks here. You can see how you do your setup. Watch that wheel. Watch this wheel. Watch it now. Watch when I take the weight off it. See how slow it reacts. See it come down? It not doesn't pop down. That's kind of what you want. If I take it up and I quick lift it, See it come down on its own? That's what you want. You want it to react like that. And that's 20 weight oil in there. So that's how you want to set up your suspension. You don't want them so they just flop down. So and there's my 41 Willys right here. Yeah. Yeah, that truck's all built. Then I have other trucks here. I got project trucks. This one here is not. That's a big 7-scale truck. Yeah. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, it's pre-scale. I've got soldiers in it, 2 of them. There are gears in there. The real canvas cover. This has a full light kit. If you open up the hood, turn on the light here so you can see. I detailed the engine bay. This is an RC truck. It's got the skinny wheels on it. Got an axe and shovel. This is Rock Hobbies makes this one. And it's got a jerry can in the back, a spare tire. Like I say, it's got full. The soldiers in it actually cost more than the Jeep does, put it that way. They're worth more. The steering wheel turns with the driver. That's why he's got a tie wrap on his hand. So when you turn the wheels, the steering wheel turns as well. So, yep. They got rifles in there with them and stuff. Yep. Yep. Then, well, I got to get this one at some point. I'm going to get the battery out of it and get it charged. But this is one here. If people haven't seen it, I completely redone this one. Put new shocks on it, which I'm not sure. I may go back to the original Traxxas shocks, because I think these shocks would be really cool on that Bronco. I don't know. I'm debating. It has aluminum diff cover, skid plates. It's got armor on it. You can see it. Front and rear. Then it's got steel Enduro wheels with RC 4-wheel drive center hubs. Brass portal covers. Rock sliders. Then it has a secret in it. We go like this. I'll turn off this light. I'll show you the secret. Those of you who don't know, watch this. It's got rock lights. It runs rock lights in it. Well, you come to the right place. I'm 68 years old and still do this. You got a truck now, Ross, or no? Yeah, you got a truck now, or you're thinking about it? This truck here, I restored it. This was all beat up. There was no mirrors. The door handles were all beat up. The grill was all chipped up. The bumpers were gone. I took brand new bumpers and painted them matte black. That way, if they get scratched up, you can just repaint them. But this body is $200 to replace it. So I spent like 20 hours sanding and buffing and polishing to get this body looking this way. And yes, I do run it. So, yep. This was all beat up. It actually was raced. You can see what I did to it. It's got metal drive shafts in it. Skid plates, center skid plate, rock sliders, which is nice because these rock sliders, they give you more areas to mount. I put internal fender wells in it with rock lights. Thank you. I appreciate you. It all depends what you want to do. If you're just getting started, I can give you some suggestion of a good truck to get started with. Would be, believe it or not, people they think I'm crazy, but sometimes, right here, this is the battery come out of it. A legendary Grando, they call it. You go to Amazon, it's 150, 152, 52 to $55, something like that. And it has a winch, a 2-speed transmission. Let's see here. It had 3 things: winch, 2-speed transmission, and I'm trying to think what else I got. It has a working winch. Oh, overhead lights and a 2-speed transmission. So it has 3 things you need to get started. And it was $152. It comes with these batteries, which are nickel metal. But all you do is go into the ESC and you just unplug a piece and switch it over, because then you can buy these batteries for cheap. I mean, they're not cheap. They're under $50, but you can get 2 of these. And that truck will run, because this was a Grando. I recently brought it back up here. The gold axles give it away that it was a Grando, but it's a SCX 10.2 clone is what it is now. So when the Grando is a clone of an Axial. So you can take that existing truck and do the same thing I did here and make it into this truck. This has a gyro system in it for steering, 2-speed, obviously. It's sitting in there. There's stuff in there to give it away. It's a Grando. I did change it. You can see the gold anodizing in it. And there's your servo for the 2-speed. But yeah, this the winch that comes on that Grando is right here. And if you order the Grando, this is the winch that'll be on the front end of it. And it actually has a metal wire in there. So, but this is what's on it. Then it comes with this light bar and this roof rack and the snorkel and the mirror. So this was, a lot of the stuff on this was taken off the Grando. The body was junk. So, yeah. So that would be the one to start out with. You're just starting out. If you don't want to put a lot of money into it, don't buy the lipos. But I tell you what, if you get a set of these, you can get all this stuff here. This truck here was built with stuff off Amazon, right down to the wheels and tires. These wheels don't come on a Grando. So what you want to do is, if I was going to order Grando, I would order some I would order some 20-weight shock oil, enough to do all 4 shocks. I would do and dump the oil out when you get it. Pull the differentials apart, because this doesn't have Grando axles now, but pull the cover off and make sure that the ring and pinion is greased in it. I'd go aftermarket and I'd order wheels and tires, but you don't have to do that right away. You can do it, as you can afford it, because you can get these rims from Amazon. You can get them in different colors and styles. Obviously, these are bead locks, and you can get tires. These tires here actually come off the Red Cat Gen 7, or that Bronco that I'm redoing. That was a Red Cat. These were the stock tires that were on it, and these are Interco licensed IROC tires, and I just put them on here because they fit it good and they work well. But you can take that existing truck, the Grando, You can put like rock sliders on it, like it's got rock sliders. It doesn't come with them. You can put rock sliders. It's a hobby grade truck, so it's a truck that you can literally buy it, and in a period of 6 months, or a little bit here and there, and you can have a decent truck out of it. Then you go to Proline and just get you a body for a 313 millimeter wheelbase, and you learn how to do your first paint job. I'm gonna tell you right now, I fit the rack on here before I painted the body. That way I could see everything and drilled it out. But I had it all drilled out before I had the body painted, so that's why the rack come out as it. Yeah. Thank you, DJ. Thanks for coming in. I gave you a wrench as well. So, and Jay, I'm gonna go. I'm in nice. I'm in a good mood today. So there you go. You'll be blue when you comment, Jay. 'Cause I like interacting with people. But you can literally um, make it whatever you want. So this was a Grando. This has Velcro body mounts. You can see there's no pins sticking through the body. I'm going to tell you right now, the bodies on them are thin. Uh, they're not that good. Um, the one I had was the black and orange, and it had a big gaudy star on it. It had a star on the hood, and it looked terrible. And I was trying to make it better, and I just put just a little bit of heat, because one side was bowed in. I figured I'll just run a little heat there, and I'll grab it, and it just went just like it got broadsided. So that's why I ended up. That's what started it. No problem. That's what started it. I did the body, then it went from there. These axles are from Endura, and they're $102. The shocks are about $40. I mean, there's a 5200 battery, and that's the stock battery location for the Grando right there. So, and that's actually a rear bumper on the Grando. I just lowered it down, put it the bracket upside down, and I shifted it in, so now it acts as a skid to protect the body. That's the idea of it. And I took the front bumper off, and I put this on there. You can get all this from Amazon, and this will plug into your connector for the other winch, because these winch have these connectors on them right there, and this plugged right in, so it still works with the winch controller. But this one here, I run a 6-channel Endura T6 in it. So this has like the only thing I don't know why I did that. Sometime I'm gonna change this out. I This has got a really strong. I changed the ESC in it, so it has a hobby wing, but it's really see there. But you can see how sharp it turns. It never used to turn this sharp, and then this also runs a yeah. Oh yeah, it uses a gyro. If you watch the wheels, they're kind of working. You can see it kind of wiggling. If I can go right, see the wheel kind of wiggling. This has a gyro setup in the steering. If I turn it way up, if I turn the wheel, see the wheel steering? That's a gyro in it. So yeah, I like to try different things. I'm an old school guy. I'm 68, so I'm into I do drones as well. I got drones sitting around here somewhere. Well, they're in the closet, but I do drones and stuff. But yeah, I try to cover all different things. But you can see, and also if you watch the steering on this, you can see how sharp it turns. If I can go up here, you can see it. You see how sharp it turns. You can see how sharp it turns. I tell you what, this thing will turn in its own length almost. So, oh yeah, You can buy this system and put in anything. We can see right there. See it turning? And I put light kit on it. Then if I, this button right here, I click that on, the overhead lights come on. And these are the lights off the Grando. So, yeah, I can turn them on and off with a controller. And it's got, I put headlights on it, headlights and tail lights when I did the body. But yeah, that's just technology. Then if you really like, I'll get the one up here. One of my favorites. Hold on. Because we're going to get into big stuff now. Here you go. This has a working winch as well. Let's see here. The same wheels that's on my Blazer and tires. Yeah, this is has a lot of detail to it. You go inside there. It's got, you can see the pedals, the everything, the levers, the dash. It has jump seats in the back. The back opens up. If I can get you around there, you can look in there. You can see there, the jump seats actually fold down. You can fold the seats down. The seats, he's a half man. Don't worry about, don't let him scare you. He's a nice guy. You can see this, it's got soft upholstery in it. But, yep. I gotta open it up and clean it out though. Opening doors. This has RC Voodoo inner fender wells installed. The door trim, which you can see right around here. Right here, I got the window out, but is from RC Voodoo. It has a roof rack, has light bar, working winch. If we power it up here, which radio is it? I got too many radios here. Right here. This is the radio. You just heard the beep. Now it's connected. And, yeah. I got Endura shocks. I changed out the shocks, got rid of the original ones, front and rear. It's got stock axles underneath it. It runs, you can see they're on. It has a full light kit. You can see the tail lights are on. The other headlights are on. Then if I flip a switch underneath here, there's a lot going on in this truck. This truck has a lot of stuff in it. Then if we turn this off, it has overhead lights and running lights. Then the winch, you can see the winch right there. You can hear it running. Yep, FMS, $350 for the basic starter truck. It'll run you. The truck itself is cheap. It's when you start putting accessories on it. Yeah. If you want a truck like this, you just got to bear in mind when you run this truck, that's why I don't carry much in the top. So you even got a metal shovel. These are hard plastic. It's a licensed body. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser. It's an FJ40. It's a licensed body, which means it's going to be top heavy. So you run it accordingly. Yep, it's gonna be top heavy. That's why I redid the springs on there. I put a little sprung a little bit. I played around with spring rates, and I put different springs in it, different shocks. I didn't do anything with the shock oil. I just left it alone. Changed out the springs. I put heavier ones in the back than in the front, you know, stuff like that. So you just got to figure out how to set it up. So, but no, it's a good trail truck. I call it Little Mountain Goat because it works it works really well. A really good brisk walking pace it does for speed, but you can take this truck and you know, just about anywhere. And these tires, they work good in sand and everything else. They're the same tires got on a Blazer, so yep. It's got a metal frame. It's got a 35 turn motor, planetary gearbox in it, you know, stuff like that. So it's got drivetrain portion of it is pretty much stock. No, it doesn't have metal axles or anything like that. It's got all the stock plastic ones, but you know they're not. So, but when I got it, you can see here if I push on it, see how it reacts. When I got it, it wouldn't do that. It would be like this thing would be on body would be on jello because they didn't know how to set the suspension up. You know, you can see it. It just kind of stays right there now. Then, but it still flexes out. So that's where you just have to get creative. You know, figure out how to do it. And like I say, I only run 20 weight shock oil and everything I use. So, yep. Then use these paintbrushes like this. Use them to clean up everything. And it still has a stock. It runs a pannered bar in the front. It's a 4-link front and rear. So it runs the pannered bar. You can actually old school this thing if you wanted to. You can order leaf spring kits for it and put leaf springs underneath it if you wanted to. But I look at it this way. It just you don't see the bottom when you're running it. So that's what I do with these. I take this out for a run. I'll charge it up, grab my camera, and I'll go for a run. This thing will run for over 4 miles, and it works good. And it works good, you know, so, yep. Yeah, I take these on trail runs, but they're walking trails, so if we're going to go someplace and do a walk, I just take one of these with me. That's the idea of them. Any of these, I took that on a trail walk. Not as far, because you have to put a few batteries through it, but it will do it. That's the idea of all these trucks. These are trail trucks. That's going to be a kind of a little different truck. It's going to be a trail truck, but it's going to be a really quick one, you know, fast one, where this one here is not as fast. Yep. So it's just a matter of what you want to do, you know, if you want. I'm going to set this bed down. Well, it's just a matter of what you want to do. You know, if you want to run a truck like this thing is great. It's awesome. This is an awesome truck. You can, you know, go to Amazon, order some soldiers up and put some, it doesn't take much to detail it. You know, you can, if you want to get really creative, you could strip this thing down and just spray the whole thing matte black. I mean, not matte black, matte clear coat. And it would make it look older, you know, and but even these little skinny tires are on here. They work awesome. I ran it in sand and everything else, and it works well. It has a triangulated 3-link suspension in the front and a 4-link in the back, where the real Jeep had leaf springs. But I imagine somebody's gonna come up with a leaf spring kit for it. But yeah. It's the only thing I did to it is so far as change the shock oil and do the diffs, and I put tail lights on it. But other than that, it's pretty much a stock truck. Depending on what you want to do, this top is I got a deal on it. There's like $20 for the canvas. You do get the framework with the truck. You just don't get the canvas, but the canvas is like $20. I got it for 5. Because I'm an Amazon influencer. So then the engine bay is not. I detailed it like this. So yeah, and but yeah, it's a fun truck to run. You think these skinny old tires? These are unidirectional tires. You'd think these tires wouldn't work well, but they do. You can see I'm rubbing my finger on it. It's trying to roll it because they are kind of a sticky tire. They're beadlock rims, believe it or not. These are beadlocks on it. So, and it has good axles in it, So, all metal bars. Your steering linkage is right here, Yeah, you can see the bottom side of it. There you can see it. The battery sits right there. You can see it, that little black area. That's where the battery sits. You can see the lead hanging down there. But yeah, 350 bucks for this. Then if you need a soldier, you just go to Amazon. You can get a driver. You can get a driver for less than 50 bucks. And you use the same batteries. This is what I'm running at, 5200. Use the same batteries in it. So yep, exactly. You know what they are. Yep, these things work good. People look at these tires and say, those ain't that good. You take them off. But I want to leave this one the way it is. It's the military looking truck. So I'm going to leave it like it is here. These tires are fairly soft. They do have foam in them, but yeah, they do work good. There's guys out there taking this truck because they're putting 2.2s on here, and they're putting axial rate axles underneath them and stuff, and they're making them into like modern crawlers too. But I don't know. I'm gonna leave this one the way it is. It's fun. Yeah. You can see I run it. Tires are dirty. I like it so much. I'll show you what I did. I'm waiting for parts for it. I'll get it down here. Where it is, right there. This is my project one. Here you go. Look at it. It's a little Willie's. Big Willie and a little Willie. And yeah, this one here, you can get it at Alibaba for 30 bucks, or you go to Amazon for $70 and get it. It's actually got leaf springs underneath it. Winch, working lights, canvas top. It all comes with it. This is the controller right here. And what you do, we turn it on. You see it blinking. I go underneath here. There's a on-off buttons at. You see the lights are blinking. It's just kind of sticky because I haven't even run this truck yet. I'm changing stuff out on it, but you can see it's got turn signals. It's got tail lights. Turn signals in the back and tail lights. It's got jerry can, everything. The inside is all detailed. And this guy here, I can get him, fold him up here a little bit. And I don't know if you noticed too, the steering wheel, actually, I'll get him in here. I know I had the other one in here. Kind of packing him in there. He does kind of fit. But, you know, you can get, there you go. So you get a driver. Then if you notice the wheels, the steering wheel turns. So this is going to get different wheels and tires put on there. I don't know when they're going to be here. That Clickin's metal drive shafts I just put in it. But yeah. See, he fits the Jeep pretty good. Because you're looking at scale, when you look at these, and anybody has a real ones will know, the knee and the dash, the other knee and the dash is here, of the cowl. That's spot on. And just like him with his knee to the dash here, he's spot on. So he fits it pretty good. Then it does come with the shovels and stuff like that. The battery is stuck right there. Little 2S. That's actually a bigger battery. These are the batteries that come with it. So when you order it, it comes with 2 batteries. So, yep. That's the Little Willie, I call it. I'm waiting for stuff because it's going to get, I'm going to put some, making a more modern one. I mean, for $70, I figured, what the heck. Then right here, this is my Tamiya F350 high lifter that I completely redone. I redid the steering linkages in the front, put a rack off of Traxxas on it. It's got steel wheels. It's set up. I just change out the ESC and everything in it. I can run LiPo through it if I want. It has a 3-speed transmission in it, so yep. Then this truck here I completely redid it. It was all beat up when I got it. I cleaned up the body, changed out wheels, put Cobra Racing brass portal covers on it, stuff like that. So, and we'll put this one back up here. But yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, thanks, Decken. Yeah, this one here is, I'm waiting for body mounts. I don't know when they're going to get here. Body mount for it, because I'm not going to have the pole sticking through. I'm trying to think. Well, I got wipers, mirrors, body mounts, and that's it for this truck. Yeah, then it's ready to go. Then that's when I'll do my first video with it. But yeah, and it does have a pretty nasty brushless motor in it. So, yep, it'll be my first crawler with a setup for somewhat of speed. So that's where we're at today. My next live stream, I usually do. I've been trying to do 3 a day because I get people from all over the world, and so this earlier ones usually I get people from other countries watching. So, but my next one will be about 2 o'clock, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time today. Then after that, the other one will be 4:30 in that area. I'll do a live stream. And if you're new to my channel, if you will, please, yeah, thank you. And if you're new to my channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future update. I do have one other thing. You like my collection? This is a behind the scenes one. We gotta go outside. I can't get in house here. Actually, I have two other things. I'm going out barefoot in this garage. It's gonna be cold. I redid this. We built this on, so we don't have to go outside into the garage. There's my Ranger. That's for my YouTube channel. That's what I run. But you look up there in the shelf. I'm going to do it from here. There's my Cessna. That's for the channel, right there. That's a lot of my snow wheeling rides are done with that. So there's my truck. So, yep, I got a few things around here. There's a quad sitting in the center too. Right there with the plow blade on it. Right there. And I got another quad sitting in the neighbor's shed. There you go. Yeah, they're cool. That one I'm gonna build it and not gonna fly it. And we're back here with one. But, yep, yeah, that's that thing's 4.5 feet by 4 feet or so at least. So, yep. So this one here is my latest, and that's gonna go trash. I just the body it's never been ran yet. That body. So anyway, guys, it's been 74 minutes. So I'm gonna be backing out of here for now. I'll be back about between 2 and 2:30 today for my next live stream. So, yep, I do. So, thanks for coming in, everybody. Just remember, before you get out of here, if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. It would be awesome, awesome. And I'll see you next time. From me to you, this is Rider 570. Yes, I'm 68 years old. Saying goodbye and God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody that came in today. I appreciate everybody coming in, all the people talking to me. It makes my time go by faster. I usually do for 60 minutes. I'm 74, so I'm backing out of here for now. See you guys later, and bye-bye. God bless. And be nice to somebody today. Get somebody a hug. Talk to your neighbor. Get beyond all this political BS that's going on. That's all I'm going to say in politics. Let's get back to being a normal people. So I'll see you later, guys. For now, God bless.